Hi, hope you guys are well. How are you? Let me know. So, since like the end of January, I've been trying to do a Shiva, Lingum, Shakti healing for Kundalini because I've noticed so many in this collective for the last 6 months have been going through Kundalini activations. And with the year of the snake and transformation, shedding, and loosening up, clearing cycles, leaving them at rest. There's so much going on energetically that I want to help build you guys up for when you guys need to go through. So everyone is going to have a different activation. And I wanted that to be very specific when going through this meditation. It's not really a meditation per se. You can kind of come back to it here and there. But the energy I've asked is to help you with whatever points in your body, not just chakras, that are kind of blocked or basically needing tweaking. So I've noticed my throat, because I haven't really been in the mood to talk about anything or to do these things, it's now to the point where it's like I need to see and I need to understand and to accept things. So my soul has been saying, like, you have the ability to speak and communicate. You have this channel not just with the universe, with spirit, but with other beings, including humans and animals. Learn to communicate. So basically, every time an energy comes through that I want to communicate, I kind of just like, no, because my experience is my experience, and I'm very guarded about that because it is what it is. This is that energy for me going through my own Kundalini in the last 4 or 5 months. I've had a couple activations here and there. And, I would like to help you guys because I know a lot of my Kundalini activation has to do with beings from ancient Egypt, like serpent goddesses, like Renunumat, Nefertem, Isis has gone through. I've worked with Newt, who is tattooed right here. So I've been seeing a lot of serpents as well, like cobras, asps, and I do, in fact, one moment, I do have, because it is the year of the snake and it is Kundalini, and Kundalini energy is basically what they tell us is at the base of the spine. I tend to find it more in between, I want to say, the sacral and the solar plexus, because it's like at the root, we're all coiled and tethered to the earth, and our root is the earth. And I tend to find that the more it goes up our spinal column through our spinal fluid, the more it hits. So we want to activate that supercharged spinal fluid that is in our cord. So I have shed from a snake, and I thought we would call in the year of the snake to help with the Kundalini. So with that being said, I also did sage, give off camera, and activated. So here is our Shiva Lingam. So Shiva Lingams are basically stones from 2 to 4 sacred rivers in India that come from, and it has to come from one of these rivers. So the story is that Shiva emerged from these waters, these sacred waters that tie and gave birth to the entire civilizations of India throughout their history. So Shiva Lingam, when it has its base, it's called, their base is a Shakti. I don't have a Shakti. So the Shiva Lingam is represented by Shiva's masculine phallus, right? But when the phallus and the Shakti, the base, and if you look at a carved Shakti base, a yoni base, it looks like a vaginal opening. So it's basically saying that they're creating life by balancing male and female. In a sense, this is the very cosmic egg within us. So it's very important to keep our sacral and our root clear, but also our heart. So with this being said, the moment we can conceive with our own eyes, in the 3D, the 4D, 5D, this is our cosmic egg. This is in our entire chakra. So imagine, not just in our womb, imagine that you have one of these in every chakra, a cosmic egg in every single part of your chakra we're going to activate. Even if you don't activate all of them together, it's going to take a series of time. Like in the last 6 months that I perceived Kundalini awakenings and kept thinking about Ascension, it's activated in multiple ways. Some of you activate by new jobs, new careers, a new life. Some of you will activate by switching up, you know, a hairstyle, an attitude, a mental breakdown. Kundalini activations can basically start ascension processes where you guys go from average Joe Blow to glowing up overnight and getting abundance by, say, winning a lawsuit, the lottery in some amount. You know, that happens in Kundalini weird ways because we live in a physical reality where it's meant like this. And some of you will have the adjustments of abilities or precepts or foresight, you know what I mean? Or sensitivity to certain foods. Like going through Kundalini awakening, I can't eat dairy completely, no dairy at all. Cheese, ice cream, butter, all of it. Like I was tolerant to it before, I'm completely intolerant to it now. Like I just can't after this whole Kundalini awakening. And it was just to the point that was the final kicker. It was like, well, you know, even like milk chocolate, I can't eat it. So you will go through different things that affect parts of your life that no longer to who you are or to what you're here to accomplish, what your body needs. That is the difference between awakenings and just simply changing of cycles of rhythmic parts of you, you know? So with this being said, I'm calling in your guides. So guides, chain link everyone who is watching and allow this Kundalini activation with the year of the snake. So we're calling on Shiva, Pravarti, Shakti. We're calling on every one of our guides, our healers, our healing circles, and we're calling upon our cosmic eggs. We're calling upon the universe, God, the angels, because I declare it, so my will is done. So with this being said, I'm opening. I want to call in the elements. So we have a candle burning in the background, which is fire. We have snake, which is earth, right? We have air, because I'm speaking, right? And then we have water. And this is our spinal fluid that we're going to raise, is water. So with this being said, I close out this circle and I know that we are entirely protected. And I do want to add a stone in here. So if you guys don't know, I'm a huge fan of Euphoralite, just not as Zestulite. Okay? I'm a huge fan of Euphoralite. And Euphoralite is found only in South Dakota around the Black Hills. And this guy named Gary owns the mining rights. And he shapes and carves all of them. So I've been collecting. I've got about 13 in my collection. And they all have a different purpose. They all have a name. And so I wanted to add... Let's see which one wants to come out. Personally. So this is Storm. And this looks like a cow. And a face. And the yin yang symbol to me. So this is pretty special. This is Red Dragon. This is Transcendence. And it looks like there's an eye right there. Like a dragon eye. This is Ascension. Transformation. And what is this? No, Enchanted. So I am a feeler, you guys, meaning I hover my hand over all this and I feel which one's like hotter or which one's colder. So which one would like to come out for this collective? So we're gonna go with Ascension. So Ascension wants to come out. And I did feel like Red Dragon also was gonna come out too. So with this being said, I'm just gonna hold these and start activating. So I want you guys to take a series of deep breaths as long as you can. Sorry, if you hear this beeping, my space heater is like really hot. So with this being said, hi guys, I want you to start warming up to these energies. I want you to feel into them. And even if you can't, just ask that through this chain link to each and every one of you, that this energy is supercharged enough with the cosmic energy that they need to be charged per person. So opening that spigot, that tap, and allowing this energy to flow through them, through their spinal fluid, please, and start opening that spinal fluid up to transmission and allowing it to work through the body where they need it in this Kundalini activation. So with this being said, I'm calling on the collective awakening for each and every person. I want you to imagine you're pulling like energy. Like when you see this in your mind, imagine that the energy that's pulling to you looks like smoke coming off, and it's coming towards you like sage would when it wraps around you, when you hold your hand out and it comes through you. I want you to hold your hand out to the actual screen and pull this smoke and let it cleanse and go through your hand. Allow it to happen. This is the craziest thing, is you need to allow it. Whether or not you nod and say yes or you say yes physically, your body has to be an allowance to it, to your soul's and body's awakening. I want you to physically feel into this. Good, now while that's going, I'm just gonna set right here for you. You can't see it, but I'm setting all this right in front of you. Just keep pulling, okay? Just keep pulling. And I'm going to pull anything out of your aura that doesn't need to be here. So here's my obsidian plate. I'm just gonna ask Obsidian, please pull anything from the collective that needs to be pulled out, please. And transmute it. Closing up any existing holes or any rifts within you or around you that don't need to be here. Closing up any overthinking, overstimulation, calming your nervous system down, pulling any trauma out, any issues that they're facing, and allow it to be healed. I'm declaring that each person who's watching this video, their troubles will be eased. I declare it, and so it is. Thank you. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but I'm just charging this with the throat chakra because this is the truth. So I'm allowing truth to resettle into your life where you have a higher understanding and unconditional understanding. You let things go and you attach yourself to your own outcome, your own will, and you don't need to be dictated. You don't need to be told what to do. You just know and you move. It gives you the gift of unconditional understanding of thyself. I allow you to step in your seat of truth. I allow you to step into yourself. I am allowing you to step into yourself unconditionally. There is no division because I do not allow it. I declare it, and so my will is done. Thank you. So now I'm going to bring in some sacral energy because this is where most of our wombs are, male or female. This energy is a creative energy. And this is what we want ascension-wise. We want creative energy that allows us to birth new things. With this being said, spirit guides, I declare that all persons watching, their spinal fluid will activate the ascension and the opening of Kundalini within the womb space, male or female, however they choose. Each and every one will have a charged, hear me out, charged positive and negative ions that allow the body to be sped through in their unconditional being within this Shakti energy, within this Shiva Lingum, within this Kundalini, in this year of the snake. I open this channel to each and every single one of them. Even if you don't hear this, I'm making sure that your soul knows and the energy is flowing. Because I don't have my headphones or my mic out. I know these tuning forks tend to not pick up. Thank you. Now I want to activate the heart. Receive. I allow the heart space to receive this Kundalini energy, this healing for the heart as they follow their desires, follow their divine purpose, their blueprint. I allow what they seek within the heart so they follow themselves and allow themselves to open up unconditionally to themselves. That they have unconditional love and understanding for themselves on the journey way. Thank you. Now your root. I just heard that some of you will start opening up your energetic layers to yourself, and you will come through in ways that you will not understand at first. But this is just the seeding of your being coming through in ways that is getting you to understand yourself in a multi-dimensional way. So Spirit, guides, plant and grow the seeds for their multi-dimensional awareness and bring them back to source centerness. Bring them back to their true godlike selves. Source selves. Oversoul activating. Surround and protect each and every one of them. Because in this love, in this protection, in this unconditional understanding, that they will rise and they will understand themselves with this unconditional support. Because as you protect them, they begin to grow without the need to have to constantly worry about this. They get to grow in unconditionalness. And I give that to each and every one of them to remind them of just who they are and how important they are. Thank you. Enveloping and creating a vortex of this around you. And finally, I want to bring in our solar plexus. This is our light. This is our God source. And remember, it's always located within you. Thank you. Now, bringing in our snake. As we grow and we transform, we shed our scales, we shed our form, and I'm bringing us back to entirely our newest form, our newest thoughts, our newest being. And I'm allowing each and every single one of them to be an allowance to their highest will as a human. This being said, I declare this Shakti has risen. I declare this Shakti has opened. I just heard the ascension process has just begun for you, so make sure you drink water. Water will help ease and allow things to flow. So with this being said, speak into your water whatever you can and whatever just flows through you at this moment, because you direct through your communication. So be direct on what you want. This is the craziest thing that someone needs to learn, is be direct when you speak, and speak with confidence. Speak with unconditional understanding and love of thyself and of thy being. So with this being said, you control outcomes. Remember that. Even if they're out of your control, you control how you react to them. And this is the thing. Someone needs to take back control, right? True control. And you are the one, you are the conductor. You are the architect. So with this being said, no victimhood. This is the thing I'm telling you. I'm challenging you this year. There will be no victimhood. You will not victimize yourself, not once. And if you do, apologize to yourself and set that in correction. Because you are a supreme being in a human body. You have a mind that corrects. and tells you things. With this being said, your job is to conduct yourself and your energy the way you were always meant to. So this is why I'm saying there will be no victimhood. You will own your being, and you will not be apologizing to anyone or anything about it, because you are going to come into your divineness in your human form. With this being said, I close up this energy and envelop it around you in this cosmic egg and allow you to be reborn. As the Kundalini energy opens through you, you shall rise. My will is done, and I declare this over. This transmission is done and over with in this setting. For anyone, and I declare this, Spirit, that anyone who comes back to this in any space-time continuum from here on out, this energy will always be open to this person, regardless if they were ever linked into this collective. The moment this video transmutes and starts playing, their energy will open and rise through Kundalini activation. This is my will, and I declare it. Thank you.